What's up guys, Behringer here, and welcome to another Magic the Gathering unboxing video. This time we're going to be opening all 5 of the Khans of Tarkir pre-release packs. Hell yeah, here we go. Starting with Battle with Speed. It's a red, white, black, Mardu clan or whatnot. Oh, that one was already open. Okay. Inside, we're going to have some spam. Told you how to build a Mardu deck. We're going to have a sticker, which that's pretty awesome. That's the first time that they've actually given us a sticker in these. Then you're going to have your... and a button. So I guess you can rep your clan with your fancy button. And then you're gonna have your little achievement card. And what this is you do, I guess, at least 7 of these achievements during a duel. Put your name on it. And turn it into your oh, this one's different. Okay. I guess this is just for bragging rights, I guess. You don't really get shit for doing this. Oh well. Then you're going to have your on-color Khans of Tarkir life counter. And I'm very happy to see this. You have 5 booster packs in here, and you're gonna have a seeded pack. And I'm very happy because, I mean, basically this is just an excuse to open up more Khans of Tarkir boosters. But I'm very happy to see that all 5 of the boosters in these kits are all Khans of Tarkir. I was worried there that like 3 of them were gonna be M15 or something, but hell yeah, they're all Khans of Tarkir. So that means we're gonna have like, what, 25 Khans boosters between all these to open? Hell yeah. Now each one of these kits is gonna have an alternate artwork foil rare in it. This one's Ankle Shanker. It's red, white, black. 2/2 with haste. Whenever Ankle Shanker attacks, creatures you control gain first strike and death touch until the end of the turn. Alright. Pretty decent. And then let me see if there's another rare in here. There usually is. Actually, there's not. Okay. Usually these little seeded decks will have 2 rares in them. They'll have the alternate artwork foil, and they'll have 1 more, but I guess the extra cost of the sticker and the button that are included in these kits, they just couldn't afford to put another rare in there. So let's crack into these packs and see what we got here. I always like to order these because the nearest store, brick and mortar store to where I live, is over 2 hours away. So I guess I order these, you know, just to feel like I was there, just to feel special. No, I'm just kidding. I ordered them as an excuse to open more packs. And our rare for this one is the Jeskai Ascendancy. It's blue, red, white. Enchantment. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, creatures you control get +1/+1 until the end of the turn. You can also untap those creatures. Also, whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you may draw a card. If you do, discard a card. And these Ascendancies are getting a lot of hate, I've noticed, in the Magic community, because they kind of suck. I think they're good, but I guess when you compare them to some other enchantments, they're really not. So I can kind of see where the hate's coming from. A lot of people have been pissed off to open ascendancies. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Our rare for this one is Windswept Heath. It's a fetch land. Pay 1 life, sacrifice Windswept Heath. Search your library for a forest or plains card, and then put it onto the battlefield and shuffle your library. These fetch lands are really good. And they're pretty valuable. The reason they're good is because you can use this ability to get a dual land, like a pain land or whatever. It doesn't have to be a basic land. It can be a green-black or a white-red or whatever you can fetch with this card. As long as there's green or white on the land you're fetching anywhere, you can use that to get it. That's why they're really good. In some of my previous videos, I was saying that, you know, because of the wedge lands, they may not be that good anymore. But and I just meant that if you're playing a wedge-colored deck. Obviously, if for other decks, they're still really strong. So we got a Sorin emblem. I actually needed this. I needed this emblem. I've got the Sorin Planeswalker. I've pulled 2 of them so far. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, that player sacrifices a creature. And I'm sideboarding this card in one of my decks, so I did need this emblem. I'm going to keep it separate. We've got our forest. And our rare is Jeering Instigator. It's going to be 2 mana goblin with morph. 2/1. When Jeering Instigator is turned face up, if it's your turn, gain control of another target creature until the end of turn. Untap that creature. It gains haste until the end of the turn. Can we say until end of turn a little bit more, please? And to my brother, if you're watching that video, I know you're going to want this card. You can have it. It's in the mail. You spam that with acts of treason and just fucking rape me, as usual. Next pack, we got a mountain. And we got Trap Essence. It's a green, blue, red instant. You can counter target creature spell. Put 2 +1/+1 counters on up to 1 target creature. That's actually really good if you're playing these colors. If you're playing that wedge. And to those of you who don't know what a wedge is, this is really stupid, but the reason they're calling it a wedge is because, like, this is a green, blue, red, for example. So if you look on a Magic card, green, blue, red forms a wedge. Like all these colors in this Cons of Tarkir expansion are going to be these wedge colors, as opposed to your normal 3 colors, which would be like these or whatever. Just so you know, that's why they call them wedge wedge colors, wedge lands, wedge decks, whatever. If you want to get all technical. And so we got some spam. We got a plains, and we got, as our rare, Crater's Claws. It's X plus red sorcery. Crater's Claws deals X damage to target creature or player. It's got ferocious. Crater's Claws deals X plus 2 damage to that creature or player instead if you control a creature with a power 4 or greater. So it adds 2 damage basically if you have with a ferocious ability if you have a creature with power 4 or greater. Which is dangerous to do these days because of Elspeth. So that was a pretty good box. I mean, these are worth it to me just for the alternate art foils. A lot of times they're not good cards, but they're really cool looking. So that's why I get them. But also we got that fetch land in there. That's really cool. The next one we're going to open is Battle with Savagery. It's the Temer, whatever the hell. Green, blue, red, wedge clan. Oh. There's my sweet sticker. There's my button. Get this spam out of here. And this is pretty cool, actually. This life counter is kind of an olive green. Usually all the life counters that I've seen are always this color of green, but this is actually an olive green, which is pretty cool for that one. We've got our 5 boosters, which once again, I'm so happy that these are all cons of Tarkir. Usually they'll sneak in they'll have 5 boosters, but they'll sneak in. Like Born of the Gods, for example, had only 2 Born of the Gods boosters in it. The other 3 were Theros, which worked out really good for me because I pulled a foil Elspeth in that video. That was awesome. But in this case, I really did not want M15 boosters. I really did not. And actually, are all these... No. The alternate art foil for this pack is the Temer Ascendancy. And the lighting, once again, the light outside is really messing with my camera. Once again, all these alternate art cards are pretty badass. But it is an Ascendancy card. Creatures you control have haste. Whenever a creature with power 4 or greater enters a battlefield under your control, you may draw a card. This is actually, of all the Ascendancies, this is probably the best one. I think. I like it a lot. And I'm just going to double check to make sure they didn't sneak a rare in here. Nope. Okay then. That is interesting. First pack. We got our spam, we got our mountain, and we got Kiru, Lich Lord. 5 mana to cast this zombie wizard 4/4. At the beginning of your upkeep, you may pay 3. If you do, return a creature card at random from your graveyard to the battlefield. It gains flying, trample, and haste. Exile that card at the beginning of your next end step. If it will leave the battlefield, exile it instead of putting it anywhere else. Okay. Not sure how I feel about that one. I'm sure someone can make a deck out of it. Someone can make a deck out of any card. I won't be, but someone will. Oh, here we go. End hostilities. Modern day Wrath of God. 5 mana sorcery. Destroy all creatures and all permanents attached to creatures. That's pretty cool. That's a really good card, it seems like, for limited. I don't play limited usually, but... I saw a foil in there. Yep. And it's a foil Singing Bell Strike. 2-mana enchantment. Enchant creature. When Singing Bell Strike enters the battlefield, tap enchanted creature. Enchanted creature doesn't untap during its controller's untap step. And enchanted creature has... You gotta pay 6 to untap the creature. Okay. Awesome. Our rare is Flooded Strand, another fetch land. It's the white-blue one. Pay 1 life. Sacrifice Flooded Strand. Search your library for a plains or island card and put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. Really cool. So once again, that alone makes this pre-release kit more than worth it. Now I know this is the first time they reprinted these fetch lands in a long time. I don't know when the last time they did it was. It's been a while though. So they were really expensive. The fetch lands were. And a rare on this pack is Mantis Rider, Human Monk, Flying, Vigilance, Haste, 3/3. That's really good for 3 mana. But yeah, I know when the set first came out, all these wedge or the fetch lands were worth quite a bit, but I imagine that as more and more cons gets open, they'll go back way down. We got a morph token, and we got Talk to the Hand, Deflecting Palm, 2 mana instant. The next time a source of your choice would deal damage to you this turn, prevent that damage. If damage is prevented this way, Deflecting Palm deals that much damage to the source's controller. Talk to the hand, bitches. Cool, moving on here. The next kit we're going to open is going to be Battle with Ruthlessness. And it's the Sultai black, green, blue wedge. Let's see what we got here. We got our spam. Uh-oh. The sticker just went flying. This one actually has a purple Cons of Tarkir life counter. That's pretty cool. That sticker is like underneath some shit. That sticker's gone for now. I'll go retrieve it later. And our alternate art foil is Dig Through Time, 8 mana instant with Delve. Look at the top 7 cards of your library, put 2 of them in your hand and the rest at the bottom of your library in any order. This card's not very good, and I really don't know if this was even alternate artwork because it looks almost exactly the same. I'm gonna look. I know I have one of those. It looks almost exactly the same as the regular one. I just want to see. I'm looking for it. I'm looking for it. Give me a second here. Do I not have one? Really? Thought for sure I had one of those. Oh yeah, here it is. And interesting, it is actually not an alternate artwork. Yeah, it has the date on it. Yeah, it's a foil. What in the hell, Wizards? Seriously, I'm wondering if the other ones are even alternate artwork either. Oops. That is very disappointing. I'm sorry. Once again, the added cost of the stickers and the buttons, they just couldn't afford to hire an artist to make an alternate one. Man, that's disappointing. Yeah, these pre-release kits, one of the highlights for me is they always have an alternate art foil in them. And since that one's not alternate art, I don't even know if any of them are. Probably none of them are. Okay. That is messed up, Wizards. That is messed up. I did get a foil that I saw, though. It's a common. Segu Archer. 5 mana, Naga Archer with reach and morph. 2/5. Getting common morphs now, I guess. And, okay. Hell yeah, our rare is a mythic. Zergo Helm Smasher. I haven't got one of him yet. Legendary creature with haste. 7/2. Zergo Helm Smasher attacks each combat if able. Zergo Helm Smasher has indestructible as long as it's your turn. And whenever a creature dealt damage by Zergo Helm Smasher this turn dies, put a +1/+1 counter on Zergo Helm Smasher. And even though that card is cool and I like it, it's probably just not worth very much. Any of those that force you to attack each turn are kind of eh. Especially when he only has 2 toughness. And another foil. This time it's an uncommon Stubborn Denial. Only costs 1 mana and it's instant. Counter target non-creature spell unless its controller pays 1. And it has Ferocious. If you control a creature with power 4 or greater, counter that spell instead. I'm guessing that means that they can't even pay 1. They can't even pay 1. So, yet again, it only costs 1 mana, of course. Yet again, some more OP blue shit. And our rare for that one is Howl of the Horde. 3 mana sorcery. When you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell. You may choose new targets for the copy. And it has raid, so if you attack with a creature when you cast your next instant or sorcery spell this turn, copy that spell an additional time. Dear God. So you can basically cast 3 lightning bolts or 3 fireballs or whatever. Oh my God. Hello, red. Mono red deck. That's how you burn some shit right there. And this is how I know if my brother actually watches my videos or not. He plays Magic with me because if he sees that card, I'm sure I'm going to get a phone call. Our next rare is Trap Essence. It's an instant. Counter target creature spell. Put 2 +1/+1 counters up to 1 target creature. Yeah, we already opened this one. Just realized that. And our next rare is Grim Haruspex. 3 mana, Human Wizard, 3/2 with Morph. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, draw a card. Very niche, very niche. And the last pack for this kit. 2 kits to go though. This last pack does not want to open. Dear God. Oh, nice. Foil Fetch Land, foil Wooded Foothills. That's badass. These were going for like $60. Awesome. And our rare is Ivory Tusk Fortress. It's 5 mana elephant, 5/7. Untap each creature you control with a +1/+1 counter on it during each other player's untap step. It's really good for if you can get this out. This is really good for the with the Abzan Outlast mechanic. Really good. Awesome. Foil Fetch Land. Didn't see that one coming. turned into a damn good unboxing. I was unboxing these pre-release kits one at a time. Battle with Endurance is our next one, by the way. It is the Abzan white, black, green. But yeah, I was unboxing these one at a time. But I like doing them. Oh, and again, the sticker goes flying. Whoops. But I like doing them all at once. It's a lot better. And we got a brown Cons of Tarkir life counter this time. And I can't believe I did that again. The sticker is in between the spam there, and it just, when I pick that up, it just goes flying. And yeah, it is official. It is official. The Cons of Tarkir pre-release kits, the promo foils are not alternate art. That, I'm sorry, is bullshit. I had to pay for that, they had to pay for that, those buttons and stickers somehow. God knows that's a huge expense. So the foils are not alternate art, and this pack only has, there's no additional rare in it, like there usually is. Man. Oh well, I'm just happy that all 5 of these boosters are cons. Because even after opening, you know, all the intro decks and the booster box, fat pack, and all that, I'm still actually missing a lot of cards. So much so that I'm really considering opening. I was before this, anyways. Really considering opening another fetch land. Hell yeah, another Wooded Foothills. But I was really considering opening another booster box because that's how many, like, rares and mythics I was missing. But after opening these pre-release kits, I've actually covered a lot of ground. And here's a foil, Abzan Guide. It's a 5 mana. It's a common human warrior with lifelink and morph, 4/4. I love foil cards. And our rare is Utter End. This is pretty good, actually. Instant speed, exile target, non-land permanent. This is actually pretty fucking good. But yeah, that's right there. That's one of them that I hadn't gotten even after opening a full booster box and stuff. But I made up a lot of ground. I think I've got a lot of the set now that I was wanting. So but hey, I may just open some more cons. I may just open another booster box anyways, because cons is a really fun set to open. Warrior Token, Island, and our rare is Dragon Style Twins. 5 mana, double strike and prowess, 3/3. Oops. I think so far every one of these pre-release kits has had a fetch land in it. That's pretty awesome. And our rare is Grim Horospex. We just got one of these. And lands are really important in Magic the Gathering, I noticed, since coming back to it. You know, a rare fist from the Sultai Ascendancy. 3 mana enchantment. At the beginning of your upkeep, look at the top 2 cards of your library, put any number of them into your graveyard and the rest back on the top of your library in any order. Now that Ascendancy, I agree with people, kind of really does suck. Except for in very certain situations. The next one we got here is Battle with Cunning. So blue, red, white, Jeskai. But yeah, what I was saying though is the first time when I played Magic, you know, 15 years ago, before I got back into it, it was kind of just like everyone had basic lands, and then we had like the dual lands and Black Lotuses and crap. We just played that shit like, you know, whatever. That stuff wasn't very valuable back then. Little did we know. Gotta be careful this time. Yep, there's a sticker. But for the most part, we all played basic lands, and it seems like modern Magic now is a situation where your choice of lands is just as important. There's such a variety of lands. Your choice of lands is just as important as your actual choice of, you know, creatures, spells, and all that. One thing I have noticed. And yeah, our top card is basically a foil Sage of the Inward Eye with the date stamped on it. God damn you, wizards. 5 mana flyer, 3/4. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, creatures you control gain lifelink until the end of the turn. No one petal claims beauty for the Lotus. Yeah, that sounds like a quote off of Shogun 2 Total War. Right there. So let's see what we got in here. One thing I've yet to open. Gotta love when cards come straight out of the pack damaged. One thing I've yet to open is that Dragon Speaker Planeswalker guy. I have yet to get one of him. Our rare for this pack is Master of Pearls, 2 mana with Morph, 2/2. When Master of Pearls is turned face up, each creature you control gets +2/+2 until the end of the turn. So if one of these 4 packs contains that Planeswalker, that'd be just fucking fantastic. Otherwise, fuck it, I'm buying another booster box. I just decided. We'll do it the hard way. In our rare here, we've already opened one of these recently, is Mantis Rider. Yep, that's what I'll do if I don't get that Planeswalker, that Sorin guy, whatever. Not Sorin, I have Sorin. I mean the Dragon Speaker. If I don't get him here in one of these 3 packs, I'll just buy another booster box. We'll open that. Hell yeah. I thought it was him for a second. I saw the mythic. We did get a mythic. Surg Dragonclaw, 5 mana, legendary creature, human warrior, 6/6 with flash. Surg Dragonclaw can't be countered. Creature spells you control can't be countered, and other creatures you control have trample. That guy's badass. And people are complaining about that card also, saying they're just getting spammed by that, but that's actually I think that might be the first one I've opened of him. And our rare here is another Keru Lichlord. Another one which we've already opened, so I won't bore you with the details there. Last pack. Come on, Planeswalker. You know you want to give me a Planeswalker. Nope. No, you don't want to give me a Planeswalker. You want to give me 1,000 wins, 6 mana, 5/6 flyer with Morph. When he's turned face up, return all other tapped creatures to their owner's hand. Interesting. Cool. Well, we didn't get that Planeswalker I needed, but We got a lot of awesome shit here. A lot of fetch lands. A foil fetch land. Where'd that sexy beast go? Oh yeah. That is shiny. But hell yeah, I'll get another booster box. We'll do another booster box opening. But yeah, guys, that's been all 5 of the Cons of Tarkir pre-release packs. They're all opened. All these boxes are now empty. Garrick the Slayer, who I forgot to mention this whole time, was he was watching over this whole experience, giving us epic pulls as usual. Thanks guys for watching. See you next video.